Thank you all for joining us today. Thank you, guys. Zalman, I'd like to start, if I may, with you at the far end. You are the executive director of an organization that has been going for over 200 years. And your main mission is ensuring food security for thousands of needy families in Israel. Can you explain to us just a little bit briefly what this physically looks like on the ground, what this work entails and how it takes place?
So Kol Chabad is the oldest continuous operating tzedakah in Eretz Yisrael, and actually the world over, established by the Baal HaTanya, Reb Shneur Zalman of Liadi, the first Chabad Rebbe, in 1788, when the first group of Chassidim, the students of the Baal Shem Tov, went to the land of Israel, and we continued unabated since that time. In our times, each of Chabad Rebbes was the head of it, and obviously, over the years, the mission stayed the same, to support diaspora Jewry supporting the Jewish people in Israel. That has been the mission, and that continues the mission to be till today. Obviously, the method we used has changed over time. It's very famous. Whoever knows Yutas Kislev, the day that the Alter Rebbe, the Baal HaTanya, was released from prison. The reason why he was in prison is because he was supporting Israel. That was then under the Ottomans. And today we are the largest in helping in the most basic of human need, and that is food. We're the largest. We're in partnership with both the local municipalities and the Israeli government. We do over 400 million shekel a year in direct aid to Israel's neediest. And we have a very strong infrastructure working within, throughout Israel, a strong infrastructure that whenever there's an emergency, we're called up to be able to respond immediately. And that's what we do from then until today.
Fantastic. Thank you. Tim, if I may turn to you as well, you're also running a long-standing organization. World Emunah's been going 90 years this year, I believe. There's a difference between World Emunah and Emunah Israel. And I was wondering if you could just explain to those who are unaware what the difference is and what makes them both so unique.
Thank you, Alex. Emunah is the largest religious Zionist social service organization in Israel. It's also one of the 20 largest social service organizations in Israel. It runs daycare centers, children's homes, a women's shelter, a college, therapy, of course, as everyone has been talking today about tremendous, resilient therapy centers that we have. World Emunah is the umbrella organization that brings together all of the supporters around the world. We share the stories of what Emunah is doing. We bring people from the countries around the world to Israel to connect them, and we try to create a very strong connection between people around the world and Israel. Also, we are an independent member of the World Zionist Organization, the Keren Kayemet LiYisrael, the Jewish Agency for Israel, and Keren HaYesod. So we speak for the religious Zionist community, we speak for women, we speak loud and clear. We align ourselves with groups, or we don't. We're independent.
Fantastic. Well, we've heard from representatives of organizations who work around the world working towards Israel. You, Professor Yakubov, are obviously based in Israel at the Holon Institute of Technology.
Yes. I'm very, very proud to be the president of HIT, Holon Institute of Technology, and to be together with us, my dear friends. The Institute has been established about 6 years ago as a response to the 6 days war because of the shortage of engineers at that time. During 60 years, we are focused on STEM disciplines, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But at HIT, we consider STEM in another way, society, because of the very, very great impact of science and technology and engineering to the society. T is very, very important for us, togetherness. Togetherness is the key of our victory in these days, in this war. To be together means to be strong as State of Israel. E, this education. We educate our students not just to be engineers, scientists, but also the true citizens of Israel. And M is medicine, because this is a new direction of our institute. We combine two different worlds, the world of science, technology, and medicine. Now, these days, we have two very, very great problems in the state of Israel. One of them is the storage of about 80,000 engineers in the applied sciences. The second one, Israel will face much more complicated challenges in a few years. So we should be ready. We should know how to multiply the number of engineers. We not just have to graduate them, to train them, but also supply them by practical skills. Now, in the era of AI, cybersecurity, I'm sure that we may develop new technologies and save the lives of our soldiers and officers. We should save the health of our soldiers and officers. So it is possible, but what is the key? The key is to be together. I'm sure that together we will win. I'm sure that together we will continue to contribute to our very, very nice and unique state, the state of Israel. Am Israel Chai.
Well said. That's a beautiful answer. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. And obviously, being together means plenty of support for the state of Israel from the diaspora. We're here in New York with all these wonderful people. Zalman, why is it so important that Kol Chabad gets support towards Israel from the Jewish diaspora?
I think that, number one, you see today over here, the necessity of diaspora support for Israel is so clear. A special message seen today, how divine providence puts so many people into so many places that each one is able to use those strengths, those people that have a voice on social media, those people that have other places. And this is actually a unique message for today, for the 21st day of Iyar, of every person has within their ability to make a very strong impact. But I think more than the support that Israel needs is that diaspora Jews need to support Israel for our own sake. Every single Jew needs a connection to Israel. And we need to highlight that connection by showing a piece of us. The Alter Rebbe says in Tanya that when a person gives from their hard-earned money that they put their blood, sweat, and tears to make, and they give it away to tzedakah, that makes them, that connects the piece of their soul to the land of Israel. And that is what we each have to do. Never has it experienced so much for at least our generation in the past 18 months. But this is something, but it's not only something very important that the Alter Rebbe stressed. It's not only the amount of money that is given, but it's the frequency, and what frequency. Back in, there was the old Kakal Pushka box where people used to give every single day. The first tzedakah box was by the second Chabad Rebbe. And today, nobody carries change anymore. But of course, you could go to the app store and download the Tzedakah Pushka app. And every single day, or twice a day, or 3 times a day, it's a very simple app, and the money goes to support hungry people in Israel. But I think most importantly is it's something that we were brought up with a tzedakah box in our home. Our children are being brought up in a totally different world without fiat currency, and unless we give them something practical, physical, that they could do every single day or multiple times a day, we have to ingrain it in them to do it on a daily basis, on a regular basis.
Fantastic, thank you. Well, you mentioned a very, very, very powerful word before. You said the word impact. And Timmy, you have a beautiful phrase that you shared with me before, which is helping someone is more than just charity, it's about changing lives. And I wonder if you could touch upon that a little bit, what that means with your work.
Sure. When Emunah started 90 years ago by the Rabbanit Sarah Herzog, who's the grandmother of the President of the State of Israel, and Tova Sanhedrai, their vision was Kol Yisrael Arevim Zeh Lazeh. Every Jew is responsible for one another. Regardless of whatever they are, we're responsible for them. And that vision hasn't changed with Emunah at all over 90 years. And I'll give you an example. We have a children's home. It's very unusual because it's only for boys. And it's only for boys who have already been institutionalized. And you'll have a boy, he's in an institution, he has no place to go. He has no trust in an adult. He has nothing. the welfare agency or the police will get in touch with our home and say, can you take this boy? And they do. And they teach him how to trust. They teach him how to be civilized. They teach him how to eat. They teach him how to go to school. And he does it. And he becomes the best that he can be. And he graduates high school. And he goes to the army. And he gets married. And he has children. And his children do not go to a children's home. This is more than charity. This is what we do. This is changing lives. And let's face it, if we could put ourselves out of business, we would.
Brilliant. Well, I'm sure everybody will join me in giving these three fantastic organizations a round of applause for their contribution to Israel and the Jewish diaspora. Thank you. Thank you, guys.